Hey everybody, Vivian here with another tutorial that I've prepared for Sizzix. I want to talk a little bit today about exploring potential of your dry embossing folders. I have here some samples to share with you. This is the debossed side of the dot matrix folder. And then this is the embossed side of the dot matrix folder. So the effects vary somewhat, and you can have fun playing around with the front and back sides. I just colored the surfaces in with Faber-Castell Design Memory Craft Gelatos, and the effects are quite different. This is another embossing folder set from Sizzix. It's 658483 Butterfly Lattice Set. I embossed some pieces that I cut out using the 658540 Sizzix Bigz Die called Banners. And as you can see, I embossed that with the lattice. And you can choose different pieces of the embossing folder to get different imagery. You can have specific imagery like this butterfly. And the other piece that I cut out using the same embossing folder is just a little bit more abstract. You just get some flourishes. And I'm using the embossed side here. I'm just covering the raised areas with gelato, which is a really convenient way to add color to your projects. You could leave it like this, which is a very rough looking. What I like to do is spritz it and smooth out that color and bring out those beautiful edges in my embossed surfaces. While it's wet, it's still possible to wipe away a little bit of the pigment if you find that it's a little bit too vibrant. But what I love about this media is that the colors just are very beautiful and eye-catching. When you go on top of the surface, the embossed surfaces made from your Sizzix embossing folder, when you go on top of a wet surface, the pigment is a little bit more intense. Sorry, that's my dog. She's on my lap. So this is that more abstract, just a part of the embossing folder. It's a beautiful little flourish. I love this Banners Sizzix Bigz Die because these shapes are very basic and you can use them in a variety of projects. You could achieve similar effects using distress inks and an ink blending tool because you'd be able to just swipe over and avoid coloring in those debossed lines and curves. This is another piece that I cut using the Sizzix Bigz Banners die, and I used it in conjunction with the Dot Matrix and Gridlock set. That's the Tim Holtz Alterations Texture Fades Embossing Folders set. I really love this set because the shapes are all very abstract patterns that I can use to add texture to the types of projects that I really love to do. And that was the debossed side, so it ends up becoming more colored. This is the embossed side of the Butterfly Lattice set. This is the Lattice embossing folder from Sizzix. And you can see here that as I go over it with my gelato, it makes good contact with those raised grid patterns. And then just very slight contact with the lower areas. So a really easy, fast way to inject texture and pretty color into your paper-crafted projects. Here you can see 3 die cuts. They were cut using the Sizzix Bigz Die. It's called Picture Wheel, and it's number 658558 from Tim Holtz's Alterations line. This shape is very bold and graphic, and the die cuts are going to serve as a masking tool for me here as I splatter some inks in various primary colors. Once that's all done, I'm going to flip those die cuts over and use them as design elements in my layout. So I'm going to flip them over and use the white side, color those pieces in, and use them as design elements. So I have sort of echoes of the shape in the masked areas. So you can see that. It's pretty cool. And once I color in the back sides of these die cut pieces, I'm going to use them as design elements in my layout. So this splattering effect is achieved just alternating between using your favorite mists and water. I've been very excited about using the whole spectrum of colors and allowing the primary colors to mix on the page. So I've been doing a lot of that recently. I'm trying to create a vibrant mix of colors on these picture wheel shapes also by just combining whatever colors excite me. All of these shapes are going to be distressed with black soot distress ink. I'm using them on the picture wheel die cuts as well as the banner die cuts that were also embossed. Distressing the edges like this are going to help them pop off the page just that much more. And I'm being really messy about it because I really like that grungy effect. You can see now that these pieces are adhered to the layout, how just that little extra step of distressing the edges really helps those shapes, accentuate those shapes. I don't know if you guys saw my earlier video that I prepared for Sizzix called Accentuating Edges, but you can find that on my YouTube channel, Contadina K. Another way you can really accentuate those edges is to just run a piece of sandpaper or a sanding block over the top surface of your paper crafted project, and it'll catch all those raised edges. I layered all of those vibrant banner shapes on top of each other, and I'm going to adhere my focal image, this picture of my friend Sarah and Melissa, my friends Sarah and Melissa. I'll do another layout soon that includes Kelly as well. I liked this photo especially because I got them in a moment where they didn't know I was watching them, and I got some real beautiful natural looking smiles. I added a little bit of floral embellishment and adhered my photo using pop dots. I'm putting those tiny little squares that came out of the picture wheel die cut so that I didn't waste those beautiful geometric square shapes. They have softly rounded edges to add some extra interest in my layout. I stamped those using distress ink and sprayed it a little bit to make the little dot shapes blur a little bit. This title, like old times, was cut using the Sizzix alphabet strip die called Typeset. We have several alphabet strip dies available in a variety of fonts, and I recommend highly when you find a font that you like, that suits your sensibility, that you pick that up, because there have been many situations where alphabet stickers or thickers have not met my needs. The color's not right, the font's not right, and I'm stuck. But with these dies, once you have the die, for the cost of a sheet of cardstock, you can get all the letters you want to make the title you want in a color that coordinates with your project perfectly. So I highly recommend them. I decided to add a little bit of journaling to honor our wonderful, wonderful gift of a long weekend together. We had such a great time and we laughed so hard. So I'm sure I'm going to have a couple more layouts to share with you guys here on my channel or on my blog. In just a few seconds, I'll share with you some stills, but I would love for you to subscribe to my channel on YouTube if you haven't already. It's Contadina K, and my blog address, my website, is www.contadinak.com. for daily inspirations from our very talented design team at Sizzix, you can visit us at blog.sizzix.com. And to see all of the wonderful dies and embossing folders that we offer, you can visit www.sizzix.com. And you can order from the website as well. We have sales periodically. Thanks so much for watching, and see you back here really soon. Bye.